Lesson number 5 is a review of the Pythagorean theorem and word problems that you are going to need to know how to do for the next lesson. The first thing that you learned in the previous lesson is the Pythagorean theorem is a squared plus b squared equals c squared. A and B are your legs. They are interchangeable. It does not matter which one is A and which one is B. However, C is always your hypotenuse. One thing that you need to remember and write down in your notes is that C is always going to be your longest side. So if you're ever solving and you C ends up not being the longest side, then you've done something wrong and go back and try to figure out what C really should be. If you have C and you're trying to find one of the others, you can do C squared minus A squared equals your B squared, or C squared minus B squared equals A squared. Again, it's just solving for the unknown variable. But if I'm adding with A squared plus B squared equals C squared, I need to do the opposite, which is why I'm subtracting, to find my other leg. Here's a word problem in which you need to draw a picture to know exactly what it is you're trying to find. Daniel rides his bike 21 meters west and 18 meters north. How far away is he from the starting point? Well, the first thing I'm going to do is, like I said, I'm going to draw a picture. So here's my starting point. And it says that I ride 21 meters west. West is that way, and that's 21. And then it says that I ride 18 meters north. So there's my 18. How far away is he from the starting point? So right here is what I'm trying to find. Well, right away I know that this is a right angle, so I'm going to use the Pythagorean theorem of a squared plus b squared equals c squared. Go ahead and pause the video, solve for it, and see if your answer is correct on the next page. Here's the work shown out of how you should solve the problem. Your legs are 18 and 21, so 18 squared plus 21 squared equals my c squared. And then I simply add them, take the square root, and you're left with 27 and 66/100 feet. Now, again, you're just going to label his feet. You're not going to label his feet squared because by doing the square root, you've taken away the area of it. And I just rounded to the nearest hundredth. This is another example of a type of word problem you will see tomorrow. In a right triangle shaped house, the roof is 51 feet long across and the base is 29 feet across. Calculate the height of the house. So again, I'm going to draw a picture. And it's a right triangle, as it says in the problem. And it says that the roof is 51 across. And it says that the base is 29. And they want to know, calculate the height of it. So on the next page is the answer. I want you to pause the video and try to solve this one by yourself. Here's the answer to the problem. I use the equation c squared minus b squared equals a squared. If you ended up doing still a squared plus b squared equals c squared and solving like that, go ahead and go to the next slide at this point in time because I've also done it that way. If you still did it this way, stay on this page and look through how I did it to make sure you ended up getting the correct answer. I got an answer of 41 and 95/100 feet. Again, I just rounded to the nearest hundredth. If you kept this original equation of a squared plus b squared equals c squared, then all I did was substitute 29 squared in for b, and for my c squared, I actually put in 51. Then ended up getting 841 for 29 squared and 2,601 for my 51 squared. Then I subtracted 841 from both sides to get my variable by itself and then took the square root. You end up with the exact same answer as the previous slide of 41 and 95/100. Again, I just rounded to the nearest hundredth.